Good morning, my beautiful people. This is Royal Kim, and the Kim is KHWM. I'm coming from this beautiful. Today I used another route through this beautiful forest. Wow, and I'm headed to my farm. It's a new day that God has given us, and we are so much thankful. Guys, this is day 2 after coming back to our project. So yesterday, after we left the farm, when I was with Nation and Queen Nancy, I went to the hardware and I found out that there is no timber. I wanted 2 fisher boards that are remaining that we have not fixed, but I found that they are not there. So I was like, oh God, what shall we do now? Yes, so apparently we won't be doing construction, but I'm just taking you down there so that I can show you the environment. Guys, you see people are also doing projects over here, but they are not like complete. Guys, I can't imagine. These are like, let me show you some maize. Right, I just left them like, I don't know, some days ago, and now they are like ready for harvesting. You see, just the corn is ready, man, very much ready. You know, I just passed here some like a month, and now the food is ready, very much ready. Yes, so please tell me where you're watching me from. Tell me where you're watching my vlog from. I'm just right here in Nyabuhanze, Eastern Africa, just walking down. Let's go check out how the farm is and see what we can just focus on, or what we can do. Then God will bless us. But in the meantime, please make sure to like the video, comment and subscribe if you haven't, so that we can eat at least 5,000 subscribers is one of my targets these few days coming. Yeah, guys, this is actually the grass that we have planted in our place, you know, so I can't imagine how smart it will become. Whew. I love the birds. Oh God. This is Africa, Nyabuhanze. So guys, wow, I wanna fix the farm a little bit as my brother Clinton sweeps the other side. I'll show you him. Today we're just going to be working on the kitchen garden, and then later on we go home because we don't have timber. Okay, wow, I'm using a very big djembe here, a very big one. Oh. So guys, I think I am done fixing the kitchen garden, and I think we'll keep just working, then we see what next. That is Clinton cleaning our grass. It's really taking care just step by step. And our cabin is here. Yep. So how are you, all of you? I'm good personally. Hey, wow. I'm done with the farm and I just wanted to come here and chill and relax and get fresh oxygen from these trees, you know. Yeah, you know, sometimes I wonder if trees, this is so funny how God created the world. Can you imagine that oxygen that we breathe, that is like a gold to us as humankind? It's like waste for trees. You know, they breathe out oxygen, we're breathing it in, then we release carbon dioxide or oxide as the waste, and then the trees now receive that as a gold because of photosynthesis, you know. Wow, it's so funny that human beings, we can't exist without trees. Can you just imagine of that? I mean, we need trees to exist, and the trees needs us to exist. Oh, God is so awesome, man. I can't imagine. Oh God, I mean, for Earth to be called Earth with the beautiful trees, the trees you see without human being, they are not trees. And the human beings you see without trees, they are not. That is so funny. How did just God plan that? Oh God. Do you know now, at least for those who believe that there is no God, at least with something like that, now you can believe there is God. And wait, I have another feeling. If we really depend on each other that much, the trees and the human beings, then it means we are one thing. Truly, the trees are part of us and we are part of them. I mean, what else do we depend on? The soil. We always need the soil to plant and harvest food. Can you imagine how magical the soil is? I mean, you put a seed in the soil and then it's rotten. After it's rotten, it sprouts afresh again, another big tree or another plant or vegetable or anything. Cause that is so funny. I mean, oh God. And when the trees or the plants are dead, they become like fertilizer to the soil. For the soil to be more productive, then the soil will need now those kids that the soil gave birth to, that is the plants. When they decay, they become like fertilizer to the soil. The soil becomes more mature and more fertile. Oh God, I can't imagine. The issue of water, the same thing with water. We can't do without water, because they say the biggest percentage of a human body is water. Oh God, water. What is so important with water? Water is life. When you drink water, you're like, oh God, guys, this science, biology and chemistry and everything and geography, it's like just one thing. I think even all those studies that we go to school to do, they're like divided up to 7, 8, 9, 11 subjects. They are like just one thing, you know. They all need one another. I mean, I don't know, if you start to imagine and think about how the universe and the world operates, especially the Earth as a planet, it can be really shocking. And you know, I don't know, man. Even an example of these big trees. Look at these trees, guys. These trees, there is a day that it was this size, this small size, and then all of a sudden, from nothing, without human being supervision, this tree became that tall. That tall. Can you imagine? I don't know. And the funny thing with growth, when you're around to monitor, you don't notice it. Trust me. When you're around to monitor growth, you don't notice it. But when you go away for like a month or a week, you come and, oh, look at my crops, they're big. Even like our kitchen garden that we were fixing today. I took 2 weeks without going there. When I went back, I was like, wow, the kales are becoming really kales. you know. But when you're there, if I could have been like there every day, trust me, I could not have noticed that growth and that difference. I don't know what it is that happens with the absence and the sight. When you're like present every single day, the sight seems normal, but when you're absent, the sight will signal the brains about a difference, you know. The same thing with a kid. Let's say you travel for like 5 years and then you leave a kid. When you come back, they are so big, you're like, wait, what happened? But when you're there holding them, you never realize when they are big. You're like, oh, okay, so this guy is grown up, you know. Like moms. And this is why moms will never see their kids as big people. No matter how big they become and even have families, moms will always see every other big man as still their small kid. These are the wonders of the world, the wonders of God. God is very, very powerful. God, trust me, God is very, very powerful. And I don't know, tell me the concept that is, the secret that is hidden between the relationship between sight and absence. You know, let's say for example you live in this town, and then they start development of the roads and everything. When you're there, you don't notice anything fancy or anything new on something cool. But trust me, leave a city or a town for like a year or 2 years, and then let there be like a difference in infrastructure and development, something like that. Then come back like a year, be like, wow, is this the town I knew? You know, I don't know. Absence and sight, the relationship. So guys, this is Royal Kim, and the Kim is KHWM. This is what happens when you don't have timber to go and build, when you don't have a lot to do in your farm. After the farm, you just getting in one of the nearby forests, relax, meditate, breathe fresh air, think about life, you know, think about the goodness of God. Yeah, wow. So guys, I'm just so happy, you know, because I'm getting enough time to think and plan and rest and rethink everything and share with you the things that really surprise me about the universe and God and everything. Please tell me on the comment section, what do you think about like all these, because this is all just so funny. The relationship between human beings, trees, the soil, plants, and people. And tell me, actually, given science, I mean, the reality that there is electricity in human beings, that also scares me. You know, given the nervous system, how all the neurons are interconnected to each other, millions of neurons, and they are all like sending signals through the power of electricity in the human body, you know. I'm like, what is this, man? I mean, how did God just come up with this magical nervous system? And trust me, I think that's why a human being, they are kind of like it's easily to be killed by electricity because of the shock. Because this is like positive plus positive, because you have electricity in you and then you touch electricity, so you're like, you dry all of a sudden, you know. Wow. I don't know whether that is the reason as to why people do die by electricity, but I don't know, you know. But I can't imagine the electricity. And do you know there is always a feeling when you just remove your shoes and step on this ground. I mean, like step, you know, when you just remove. Wow, that is just so funny, guys. My camera is like let me open the lid for the battery. It was getting more hot and hot. It was overheating. So yeah, guys, that is it, man. I mean, like sometimes I don't even get it. You know, we're talking about stepping here, like just step here. Even right now when I'm putting my arm here on the ground like this, there is a feeling when I'm just connecting and having that direct contact with soil. I can feel a feeling that is of more comfort than even sleeping on a mattress, you know. And every other human being needs this every single time. You always need this, you know. You always need this. Yeah. Wow. I don't know, man. I can't imagine when people just live in a place whereby to find a tree nearby you is a problem. So you have to depend on oxygen that is actually transported from miles where there is a forest. And oh God, man. and then here is me, you know, getting it directly from the trees, directly, you know. I think every single human being, wherever, even if you are in the city, you need to have like a plant, a real plant in a pot that you water every single day. A plant that at least has some leaves, you know. I think it's a good thing, you know, for oxygen and all that. So I think it's a good idea. What do you think, guys? Please, all my friends that are in the city, please get a plant, you know. I mean, if you're in the city that you know, you don't have a forest nearby, at least in your house or maybe in your balcony, have some plants that are green so that you can have, you know, some fresh oxygen coming to you directly. Yes, so guys, please, if you're new here, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Please, you can like the video, and yeah, just become the part of this family that always wonders about how God just created everything. The sun is like in the middle, you know, right there. Yeah. Wow. Honestly, guys, I'm just happy about everything, and I'm learning to take time in everything. And actually, we have just talked about the earth and everything, and I'm thinking about something else. The relationship between our physical world with the spiritual world. That is now sensitive, right? I don't know whose fact is fact. I don't know whose truth is truth. But you know, we're living in a generation whereby we don't actually give a thought about the spiritual concerns, because that used to be some couple of years ago when people used to be so much spiritual, but nowadays things are changing. People are just driven by the social media and, you know, the digital revolution and everything, and people don't. I think the rate of people going to church in this era, it has even reduced. Long time ago, people used to go to church like everybody in the family, you know. People used to go to churches, like seriously, people could go to church, you know. But nowadays, it doesn't feel like a sin to even know to pray. I mean, things are getting tough, man, you know. Wow. But I think the spiritual matters are personal matters and personal issues.